Oh, damn. I was going to try and record it with saying, teach my ways. Hello. Teach my ways.
Wes.
Wah. Yeah, we're back, I guess. I know. We just did the Game of the Year awards, and we haven't taken a break until next year. A broke till next. We're gonna take a broke because we're broke. Fact. Anyway, PlayStation Unchained, PSU.com's most popular podcast. Until Digital Fiasco gets too popular, then we're gonna have to change that title.
Wait. Did you say PlayStation Films?
I said PlayStation Unchained.
I thought you said films.
Yeah, with PlayStation films, we now talk about PlayStation films. Man, I really can't wait for the Uncharted movie.
That's never gonna come because it's lost its director now.
I really can't wait for that Uncharted movie.
Metal Gear Solid.
And man, that Sonic
They need
movie
to stop
looks like
making-
the best Sonic movie ever.
Oh my god!
I vomited the
Ew.
bit of saying that.
With the jizz poster of all over the Golden Gate Bridge.
I still remember the leaked plot. If the leaked plot's anything to, I'm sorry, I'm about to ruin the possibly ruin the Sonic movie for everyone, but.
It's a serious issue, man.
Did you
That's
know?
an Academy
right,
Award-winning movie.
Right? You know one of the supposed leaked parts, right? Sonic is running away from Dr. Robotnik, okay? And he ends up running through a town. And then he gets stopped by the police and is arrested for speeding.
Jesus fuck.
The police.
So Sonic gets arrested for speeding and is in jail for 24 hours.
Is Sting there too? Is it a reunion?
Hold on, I have to vomit.
Hey, you do not talk shit on Sting.
No, Sonic.
On Sonic.
Oh, okay.
I love Sonic, but come on.
Yeah, this looks like trash, dude.
Look, Sonic has been a dead character for a very long time.
Let's make sure we kick it while it's down.
And one fan decides to make him popular again with Sonic Mania. And then Sega's like, oh shit, Sonic's back. And then they drop their pants and take massive diarrhea on his face all over again. And then we're back to where we were.
I like this. This is.
And then I'm sure comes the PlayStation 5, we're going to get a remake of, Sonic the Hedgehog, the PS3 game. And the Sonic Unleashed, because that's what people want.
Oh, and
But in reality, nobody wants it.
Rouge the Bat is part of it.
Who?
Rouge the Bat. Yeah, the bat with the boobs.
Oh
My God.
Gary's first wet
She
dream.
runs a casino with her partner, Madonna.
God damn it.
Voiced by Madonna?
Hopefully that. Also, supposedly Knuckles doesn't appear in the movie.
Wow, they spared him.
Yeah. I can imagine what he'd look like.
My favourite Knuckles is original movie Knuckles. I don't know if you've seen original movie Knuckles, but he is my favourite Knuckles.
There was a movie before this one?
Well, it was an OVA.
Oh.
It was actually it's one of those movies that's really bad, but it's so bad it becomes funny.
Oh, like the Super Mario movie?
Yeah.
Hey!
It's still worse than that
Hey!
one. Hey!
Hey!
That was a masterpiece.
It came out around the same time as Sonic 3. Before Knuckles was actually got a character yet. So they didn't know how to do him. Giggity.
You said do.
So because they saw the fact that the floating islands looked a bit like an Australian background, they gave him an Australian accent and like one of those hats with the corks on it. The best Knuckles.
Let's face
Best
it.
Knuckles.
Australian Knuckles.
They have a character who realistically one of the smallest animals on the planet, and they made him the fastest character.
Fastest thing alive.
Dude, that was a really good theme song. Now that you've said it, it's in my head.
I also like. I kind of like the Sonic X one as well.
Okay.
Sonic had some. I must admit, Sonic really did have some decent themes. Like.
Can I nerd out for a second?
Yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog theme. Like kids.
Oh yeah.
Don't let strangers sell you hot dogs. Kids, don't do drugs.
Wow.
Anyway, carry on, Tim.
Man, Sonic was such a big thing for me when I was young. And it's not because of Sonic. Like, I want to feel like a chode saying this, but like I was into Sonic just because it was one of the few comics that we could get in my small town when I was young.
Oh yeah, I used to buy Sonic the comic.
I was super into it just in general because I loved like the confrontations with him and Knuckles. But like it went over the top when they introduced Mecha Sonic. Mecha Sonic was so amazing.
See, for us, the best arc had to have been Super Sonic, because they actually made Super Sonic into like Sonic's evil chaotic path.
What?
Yeah, Super Sonic is Sonic going bloodthirsty.
Weird.
Yeah, and they had a whole arc about Sonic getting the Chaos Emeralds and turning into Super Sonic, beating the shit out of everyone, and then turning back into Sonic. He's like, what? Later on, they have the two characters split into two, and then yeah, it's cool.
And then later on, they made a game called Sonic Unleashed, based on everything you just said.
But this
the only time I ever saw,
except they turned him into a werewolf instead.
Yeah.
Man, the only time I ever saw Super Sonic was when it was one issue I got, Super Sonic versus Hyper Knuckles.
Oh, cool. Now, this was the English comics, which was really well done, and they lasted quite a long time, actually. They didn't last as long as the Archies, but it's... I mean...
Archie's still going on.
Yeah, Archie's never going to die.
Yeah, that's
apparently never going to get old either.
Pulled the budget for this, which sucks. In fact, the artists were halfway through an arc when they just went in that day and found out the place had been closed down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Sega.
Yeah.
That's like a Konami tactic.
So they do actually. They've continued the comic online for free, where they've continued doing it like every few months. Yeah, they don't do it often because it's just a side project. But yeah,
right.
Yeah, Sonic the Comic Online. But yeah, I know we're not a Sonic podcast, but I love because I think they were the first ones to come up with the idea of how Robotnik became Eggman. Where Dr. Robotnik was like testing on animals. Well, not really, but yeah, testing the Chaos Emeralds. And he falls in. He realizes the only thing he's got left in the fridge is some rotten eggs, and he falls into the machine, knocking the eggs, and that's how he becomes Eggman.
Oh my God, Jody.
Yeah.
Bleh.
It's bad, but at the same time, it was pretty cool. Oh, okay. Alfonso's dad, we love you, and we'll be making sure we'll keep you in our thoughts.
Yes, yes.
Gonna have a bad time.
For the record, Gary didn't make fun of you today.
No.
He said you're a really good, really good Smash player.
And you really love playing Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Oh, you too. Can't believe I just wasted 20 minutes of my life talking about Sonic.
But he's the fastest thing alive.
Merry Christmas.
Hey.
That's the only gift we can give you. Wasted time.
I mean, to be fair, isn't that what Christmas is all about?
Wasting time? Yeah.
And money.
There we go. And paper.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I haven't bought anyone gifts this year. I've just given them money.
I respect that.
Yeah. I don't know what they want. I see my sister like 4 times a year. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Is she cool?
Yeah, she's cool. I saw her in June. Saw her in November.
I have to imagine that you're the hot one in the family, though.
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, look at you, man.
She's married with 3 kids. So
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that means nothing.
no,
I can go knock up some woman 3 times right now.
Right now? The same woman? How? Gary, I don't think you understand how things work. First off, it all starts with consent, Gary.
Gary,
Oh my god.
Gary, do I need to send you that? Gary, do I need to send you that tea consent video again?
Yeah, send it to him. Once a day for the next 30 years.
And by the way, Tim, I guess that you could, if the woman he has the relations with has a triplet.
I guess, but that's 1 knock-up, not 3.
It's going to count as 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean technically it's 3. I know it's 1 knock-up, but it is 3 kids, so.
It's 1 knock-up. This is why we're going to hell.
They've reserved a spot in hell for me.
This is the Christmas gift. We're all going to hell.
That's our Christmas present to the world.
The important thing, though, is that we taught Gary about consent.
And truly, isn't that what Christmas is all about?
You say I don't get it or something, man.
Someone needs to teach God consent next time.
People will say yes to anything with a gun pointed at their face. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay,
Gary.
so from now until the end of the podcast, we're gonna replace Gary with the duck.
Gary, just because you put your biceps in front of them doesn't mean you put your guns there.
There you
I get
see. Ben knows what I was talking about.
I get it.
No, I was trying to just change it off topic because.
That's a flabby bazooka.
I'm just gonna take Ben everywhere. He gets the women pretty easily. I saw it in Vegas firsthand.
I don't know. I saw he got some guys interested too. He's got all the swagger.
Yeah, Chris still doesn't talk about what happened in that hotel room.
He didn't come back waddling, did he?
That's why he didn't. He hasn't shown up since. I haven't seen him.
He got too much of a good thing. He can't go outside anymore. Every time he looks at the door, he's like, "Man, Ben was too good. I can't go outside. I'm just gonna be disappointed all day."
It's fantastic.
I can't wait till I'm back in America again. I always enjoy it there.
You should just come back and not go back.
I wish.
What do you mean you wish? It's pretty easy, apparently. You just come and then you hide from everybody, and then nobody can find you, and then you can stay.
You're in Utah, right? I'll
Yes.
visit Utah. The state in America that bought the most copies of Crash Team Racing for
What?
some reason. Yeah.
What?
Because there's nothing else to do in Utah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was. I was watching the Did you know gaming Crash Team Racing, and Utah was the highest selling state in America for Crash Team Racing, the original.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
Gary, who thought that Mormons like Crash?
Well, that was the whole thing because it basically it's the name CTR or something like that is normally a Mormon term. So a lot of Mormons rushed out to buy it, thinking it was based on the religion.
That's what they get. That's what they get.
They get a mediocre game. Congratulations, people.
You lie.
That game was fun.
I never played it.
Your face is mediocre.
Trust me, Tim. When it comes out, unless it's a shitty
in the
port,
best way possible.
it's one of the best karting games you can ever play.
I'm just giving it shit because I don't like Crash.
I mean,
I've never played
It's not as
Team
good
Racing.
as Mario Kart, the newest ones, but it's an old game, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah.
Everyone that goes, "Oh, but Mario Kart 8," so I was like, "Yeah, but Crash Team Racing is like 1990 something." Compare it to the SNES Mario Kart. Oh,
Well,
If
let's
other
talk
games
about
are still
some
being
news, there,
good.
what's that, Gary?
Nothing, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh my god, dude. Don't ever bring up Diddy Kong Racing again.
Yeah, don't. Okay, so news.
Video games happen. Anthem's getting
Here.
a beta. Dreams has got a beta.
What? Anthem's beta already happened, man.
No, Anthem's had an alpha. The beta launches January 25th if you've pre-ordered or February 2nd for everyone as an open beta.
Yeah,
I'm more excited about that game than I think I should be.
It looks like I didn't.
it's looking better and better the more they show it, man.
From what I didn't play, because I've never played Anthem, it does sure do look okay. But I've never played it, so
throw your hands up.
From what I've not played of Anthem, the gameplay does look like it's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never played it, so I don't know.
Good Charlotte, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dreams has its beta going on right now, closed beta.
Which I didn't get into.
Yeah, because you had to be a subscriber to their newsletter before the beta came out.
And
so if
I can't talk about it, but I'm so pissed off at Sony.
Yeah, we figure, man. And the last beta we got news for, you can only get it if you pre-order Mountain Dew.
Oh, no.
Dumb.
What are you talking about? You're talking about the Division 2. Get Jude.
Drink Mountain Dew and you'll discover diabetes.
You can sign up for the Division 2 beta. It's just that the Mountain Dew one is a couple of days earlier, if I'm rightly.
Awesome.
But I will pay someone to ship me Mountain Dew over.
So you're asking them to risk prison time to send you Mountain Dew?
Is there really prison time to that?
Yeah, it's illegal contraband, dude.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew is illegal contraband.
Yeah.
I mean, I can respect that because it's pretty terrible.
Well, no, it's because high fructose corn syrup is illegal in Europe.
That's awesome.
So you can.
So basically, what you're telling me, then is that that season 7 in Supernatural could not realistically happen in England.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing so because I've never watched that. I'm gonna go. I don't watch much. Okay. I watch random animes on YouTube and abridged shows like Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh.
We should make a Supernatural abridged. The whole time be like, suck it. The whole time.
You can be Cass.
Okay, I'll be Cass. Hey, ass butt. Ass.
I was watching that Yu-Gi-Oh bridge recently where it's Kaiba versus Yugi in the Dual Dome, and Kaiba starts singing to "We Will Rock You," but with trading cards.
There are no bad cards in my deck, Kaiba.
Except for maybe Karibo.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? That's against the rules, isn't it?
Oh my god, the porn voice actors, man. Stop.
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Didn't you ever watch it?
Oh. Nah.
Screw the rules, I've got money.
Yeah, the main character sounds like a porn star, man. He's like ready to like
Dan
get
Green.
it on.
So you watched it then, Gary?
I watched a few episodes, yeah.
Like the whole time you were like, where's the porn?
Is this a hentai? Is something going to happen? Where are all the tentacles?
Is this Black Clover? Or Bible Black, excuse me. Is this Bible Black?
I guess while we're talking about animes, you know that JoJo Bizarre Adventure is getting a Battle Royale game.
I want it.
In the arcades in Japan,
yeah,
we don't get anything.
It's going to be a 20-person Battle Royale.
JoJo's trips my trigger in all the best ways.
I didn't even know JoJo's had that many characters.
They sure do.
Dude, each season basically has a new batch of characters.
Nice. There's also rumors that Jump Stars is going to get another 12 characters. So,
Jump Stars?
God. Yeah,
the fighting game.
Yeah.
You mean Jump Force?
That's it, Jump Force. I mean...
Jump Stars. PlayStation Jump Stars Battle Royale.
Speaking of Jump Force, we do have some news on new characters announced.
Yes.
Who dat?
Let's see. We are getting announced. We are getting Boa
France.
Hancock. Boa Hancock from One Piece.
Who?
Boa Hancock. I'm
gonna
super
Google
hot
lady
with massive boobies.
Oh. I think I know who that is.
Renji from Bleach and Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
Princess
Once
Trunks.
again, Trunks is ruining my day. And
he's not even Super Trunks.
I'm so tired of Trunks, man.
Trunks is going to be in the new Jump Force game.
Yeah, it's from the Cell arc.
So does that mean you want it now? From the Cell arc, so he's going to have, like, the bowl cut and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And the blue hair. No, the purple hair,
Yeah,
the pink
purple.
hair, the blue hair. His hair changes all the time. I don't know.
Oh my god!
Rainbow hair trunks.
Did you guys hear what Crystal said? That was amazing.
What did she say? What did she say?
I told her that. She looked over at me and said, "So you're telling me we have to buy more batteries?"
Oh, batteries.
That was amazing.
Go buy us batteries.
Oh, I think her childhood was formed between Tommy from Power Rangers and Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
Well, you know, there was always the Pink Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, she was okay.
She was the best.
She was the best.
You shut your junk. Nobody wants to hear you complaining right now, Tim.
You want me to?
But outside of those characters, we also got 2 more confirmations. Asta from Black Clover has been confirmed. He has his own little trailer and screenshots. And
Deku.
Midoriya.
Yeah.
Yes, Deku from My Hero Academia, who you thought was going to be a DLC character,
Yeah.
Ben.
And he's
You
going
know
to
who
be
would be one?
Part of the main roster.
Have they released his content? Like, have they released videos for his content?
Yeah, there's a trailer of him.
Okay.
I think there's a trailer of him, yeah.
Don't think so.
Is
I've
it
seen
gonna be-
screenshots. He uses, but it's weird. He uses both his fists and his kicks.
Do his
Yeah,
legs
he
get all, do
looks
his
like
limbs get all shitty too, or no?
He looks like he's the Deku pre
No,
season.
He's actually
before he
Deku.
jacked up his arms.
He's actually Deku from the next arc.
That's dumb. So we're gonna get it spoiled for us? Is that what you're saying?
That's what he looks like because he's confident. So he wasn't really confident in the previous ones.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, well, apparently there's gonna be more characters announced.
Yeah, I
we'll
suppose there's
see.
going to be 12 more. I'm hoping there's at least one more Yu-Gi-Oh
Announced
character.
or DLC.
Isn't that both? Technically, announcing it could still be DLC.
That's true. They have 100% confirmed though that Light Megami is not a playable character.
Good.
Yeah.
Trash.
Well, it'd be broken. Goku.
Oh, look, a notebook.
Everybody
Bye.
is broken.
What's that?
Everybody, Frieza can just deathball everything and win. Like, what's the point? Everything is broken.
Yeah, but Light Yagami could literally kill everyone without even starting the fights.
He has to know their names, though. If they don't tell him their names, he can't do shit.
Remember, he could, if he wanted to, he could. If he found out that this, it's win or die, there's no reason for him not just to take the Shinigami eyes and then instantly know everyone's name by looking at them.
I still want to know why he's in the game, then. He has to be part of the big...
He seems to be recording people down because he's in the cutscenes looking at people, following them.
So pretty much the end of the game is he's just going to kill everyone and win.
KO.
Well, that's kind of what happens, isn't it? When you win?
No, you lose, but like Yagami just wins. He's just like, you win, you lose. Fatality.
It's true.
Jeez.
Well,
But yeah, I don't know.
I am looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
I don't know who else is going to... I really wish Trunks wasn't in the game.
I wish we weren't getting so many Dragon Ball characters. I know as someone who loves Dragon Ball, I just wish there's less Dragon Ball characters. I mean, we've got Goku,
Well, let's see.
Vegeta,
We have-
Frieza, Piccolo, Cell, We've got 6 characters.
We have 6 from Dragon Ball, 6 from One Piece. We have 4 from Bleach. 1 from Black Clover, 1 from City Hunter. We have 4 from Hunter x Hunter. There's
I wanna watch
1
that.
from Fist of the North Star. My Hero Academia only has 1. I was really expecting more, to be honest.
Well, JoJo's needs to.
Naruto surprisingly only has 2 characters.
Yeah, I'm
That's
guessing
probably where they
we're
can
gonna-
get the other 12.
I'm gonna guess we're gonna get at least we've got to get a Boruto character, even if it's just Boruto himself, because it's the current manga.
Yu
Yeah.
Yu Hakusho, for whatever reason, has characters. There's 2 of them.
Ew, who?
Yu-Gi-Oh has just one character, which sucks.
Yusuke and Toguro. Whatever the hell that is.
Yu-Gi-Oh just has a 10.
Yeah,
So-
One Piece has too many characters. I'm tired of One Piece, man.
Well, both Dragon
One
Ball and
Piece
One
is
Piece have too
forever.
many. because Dragon Ball One Piece already has its arena based what do you call it? Even as is the open world game even out yet? I can't remember.
No, it's not. You got to wait till next year.
Okay, so it's got the open world game. It's got its Dynasty Warrior style games, and then Dragon Ball has it all of the things.
I think they were fine with the 3 characters they had in there. Yeah. They didn't need to add more.
Hell, I'd have been happy with just Goku and Frieza, and then maybe Vegeta as a support unit. Yeah, like the trophies in Smash.
Vegeta and Frieza and Goku as a support unit.
That'd be good, but Goku and Frieza is always the iconic, pair.
Nobody likes Goku anymore. Stop it.
Stop it. I bet you money they put Cooler in.
But he's too cool.
Too cool for Jump?
He's cooler than Frieza.
Yeah.
Wow.
They should add Karuza. Karuza's the best.
That should be in a fusion banner.
Should be in a fusion banner.
By the way, I know it's not PlayStation again, but it looks like there's high chance for us getting Dragon Ball Heroes outside of Japan. A while back, the Australian version was, going through the certification for the and then in the Asian versions got announced that it has the English subtitles. So I'm guessing we might see Dragon Ball Heroes on the Switch come outside Japan. So you too can also have Super Saiyan 4 Broly and Bardock and Gohan.
Dude, Super Saiyan 4 Broly would be just stupid.
Yeah, it's not even just Super Saiyan 4 Broly, it's Super Saiyan 4 Broly villain. So it's Broly being enhanced by Mirror.
Oh my god.
The only villains they've done some really cool ones actually, but my favourite's got to be, as you're gonna love this, Gary. They brought back Dabura.
Yes.
And they gave him a demon form.
Yes.
Demon Lord Dabura, and he looked badass.
Such an underrated character.
And then he gets
He spit on people, man. He spit on people. This is the coolest thing ever. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna spit on your face," and he's like, "No, please don't." He's like, "Bitch, take it."
Then he got absorbed by Kid Buu, but then Kid Buu became like a mix of Kid Buu and Dabura. It looked really badass.
Who, by the way, Dabura was the first one to kill Buu if he didn't have his regenerative abilities. There.
Truth.
Yeah.
Dabura did not fail. I mean, he could have turned him to stone if he would have connected with the spit. It would have been the end of that, right there.
Bye, Felicia.
Come on. We need a I died and was resurrected as Dabura story arc manga.
Oh my god. Vegeta dies and he's resurrected as Dabura.
So good. I will totally buy that manga.
Would you actually?
Yeah, I like looking at pictures.
Oh my god. I guess you did say that you would buy it. You didn't say you would read it.
There you go.
I hate my life.
Damn, let's see what else is going on. Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been confirmed to require an internet connection when you play, even if you're playing alone.
Oh no.
Damn, I was really looking forward to that game too.
Yeah.
Let's see. A lot of anger coming out from Dragon Ball FighterZ with Toei Animation essentially not allowing Dragon Ball FighterZ to take place in every major fighting game tournament coming up. At least they're assuming it's Toei Animation. Bandai Namco wouldn't do something so stupid. Very unfortunate. This is like the fighting game of the year in a lot of places, not just PSU's fighting game of the year, but a lot of
VGA's. It got fighting game of the year.
Yeah. No, ESPN just gave it game of the year, not even fighting game of the year. Game of the year.
Well, I mean, they're not going to have God of War on there.
So, yeah, and here's Toei Animation supposedly just demanding too much money to have their games featured at these game shows, where it should be the complete opposite. These companies should be asking Evo to have their game featured in their tournament, not the other way around.
What is this, Konami?
Yeah, I mean, let's say Evo is the biggest, I believe, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, and to not have the fighting game of the year not featured on it is just ridiculous. Hashtags. It makes no sense to me at all. It's got a lot of people pissed. A lot of, obviously, tournament players really pissed off. But yeah. So weird. Especially since the game was featured this year's Evo. Evo 2018, I believe, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
They removed it from the Atlanta event as well, coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's just crazy. That's crazy talk, man. I don't know what Toei Animation's thinking. I mean, yeah, Dragon Ball is still popular, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to piss off your fan base. But
yeah, Konami. Wait, we're not talking about Konami this time.
But it is still Konami's fault, right?
I mean, start something.
yeah, damn you, Konami.
You get one asshole who starts enabling all the other assholes to be assholes. And we're not even talking about politics this time.
Politics.
Ugh.
By the way, I just had some more of that yummy chicken. It's so good.
Oh my God.
Dude, will you send us some?
I ordered Chinese before the podcast, and I ordered something called yummy chicken. And I asked before I ordered it because of my nut allergy. And it's just chicken wrapped in like a really light battered breadcrumb thing with like peppers and salt on it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's actually got like roast peppers in the box because it comes with that. So,
I want that in my life.
Put it all over my face.
And lower back.
It was
Wow.
£4.80, so about $5.
Damn.
Yeah, it's good though. That's the food stuff by Chille.
Food advertisement presented by Chille.
Go to
And they're not even
Unchained,
chips this time.
Rams Hill Road, Scarborough.
Oh, jeez.
Where you might see me there and ask if I work there because someone did that once.
I love that story every single time I hear it.
Do you work here? No. What's on the menu? I'm like, here's the menu. When are you open? Well, every day but Monday. And bank holidays. Which is a lie, by the way. It's a big lie. Because they're like,
What, bank holidays?
we're not open bank holidays and we're not open Monday, but they're open tomorrow. Which is Christmas Eve. Which is a bank holiday.
That's true. Is Hump Day a bank holiday?
Probably. Everything's a bank holiday here.
Everything? Even Tuesdays?
Even Tuesdays, of all the days you can pick, Tuesday.
I mean, to be fair, we do have a day dedicated to cheese. So,
I want that.
Have you guys ever heard of Cheese Day?
No?
Basically, it's a tradition in like more of the western of England than I can't remember which. It's a couple of towns that do it, and they roll a cheese wheel down the hill, and then if you get the cheese wheel, you win £50.
Oh, snap.
And the cheese wheel,
I want that.
not the cheese wheel that rolled down the hill. By the way, they have a
Lame.
actual. Well, no, because but a lot of times by the time people catch it, it's like nothing left. 'Cause it's... So yeah, you win a wheel of cheese and £50. In Scarborough, we have skipping day, where the kids will go down to the beach to skip.
Not like skip school?
Well, yeah, it's both. It was a tradition in Scarborough because of the fact that we're a seed town. It happened in, I think it was World War II, when the boats were coming back. All the kids were on the beach skipping to welcome back all the troops.
Mm.
And that's where it came from. Just tradition of everyone going down to skip to as the boats come in.
Yeah.
They even seal off all the roads to make sure that there's no way anyone can get hit. So, history lessons with Chille.
With Chille.
This advertisement brought to you by Chille Incorporated.
Get chilled.
Yeah. also brought to you by Legends. Chilled is a sweet card that I wish I had. Thanks for reminding me.
He's a good card.
Jeez, you too.
We sure are too.
We are two of the three.
So I guess we should talk about what we've been playing. Who wants to go first?
Tim does. Tim wants to go first.
Why do I want to go first?
Because you do.
Because I want to talk about a game that I guess I'm not going to finish, right, Gary?
Yeah, that you hate, that you secretly hate. You probably sold it already.
So Gary's an asshole, right? He does nice things for me and then degrades me. Like this wonderful bastard. He sent me this game for Christmas, and it's Shadow Hearts. It's a game that I've been like trying to get my hands on for the last couple months, per his recommendation, because he just loves it, and I just wanted to try it, just because of his love for it. Like, it's just contagious. So he sent me one, and I cried a little, and then I started playing it finally after all my reviews, and now I have another one, so I'm like halfway through, and fuck my life. But it's been super cool. Like, this is what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to go back and experience all these old games that I missed out on through my youth, because I didn't have much back then, and I couldn't do much, by proxy. So it's been great to go back and find these things, especially things on recommendation, and Shadow Hearts has been one of those. And like, the game has flaws and things like that, but like, you shut your butt. It does. Every old game has flaws. Every old game has flaws. Every game has flaws, period. Everything has flaws. But what's so cool about this game is how it creates this really unique world, like, piece by piece. And as you go along, you get more and more of a taste of it. And I don't know, there's this really cool moment where, like, these two parts of the game, like, they split, narratively, generally speaking, they give you a little bit that's like, here's what the villains are doing, and then you get, obviously what you're doing. So you get, like, a bit of perspective from both. And there's this point, like, where I'm at, where you get, like, those two pieces really close together, and I don't want to talk about it because it's super fucking cool, and I think everybody should play it for a lot of reasons. But like, that moment is so cool because it's like, oh, it's so close. Oh, it's such a cool thing. But yeah, like, Gary, what's it called? The combat wheel.
The Judgment Ring.
Judgment Ring. Thank you. I don't know what I was going to call it. But the Judgment Ring is so cool. Like, it's this one thing where you just have to tap as this thing cycles around clockwise. You have to click in, highlighted areas to make your attacks work. But it's not just for attacks. And like, each character has its own attack ring, so it's not just doing the same one. Like, you have to know your characters as well as timing for those characters. So like, it keeps you from being lazy, which is really, really cool. But you also use the same ring for other things outside of combat, like getting discounts in stores and getting them to give you increased sale amounts. Like, when you sell things, it gives you more money, which is pretty cool too. Like, it's a risk reward that really just rewards attentive play, and I really appreciate that. I think the only time that's kind of silly to use it is when I'm trying to pick things up. It's like, it's right there. I'm not like trying to grab it through, a cycling blade or something. It's just right on the floor right next to me. It just seems kind of like, that's the only time it seems silly, but it only happens like twice, so it's it's whatever. But yeah, thematically, it was just surprising because the first hour I'm like, what the hell am I watching? Because you got the main character, he just spends most of the time like sexually harassing what's her name?
Alice.
Oh my god. Yeah,
So
thank you, Alice.
That's why Gary likes it.
And I'm playing a game right now I can't disclose, so like I'm mixing up names and I'm trying not to throw names out there in case it throws me off. But yeah, like he's basically like sexually harassing her for the first hour and a half. And I'm like, wow, dude, like no wonder Gary liked this game. And
Oh my God. What Ben said, stop taking Ben's material.
So, but after a while, like things start to calm down and they start to like mesh as people. Like they stop being peculiar to each other and they start thinking, well, we're in this common goal, and like it starts to warm up, and like it has that interesting effect going from like they're shitty to each other to like they're working together, and it has a really nice like effect to it. You don't see that kind of thing much anymore, just because most of the time you're not going to get characters sexually harassing each other. But all in all, it has flaws, but it's a very interesting game, and it makes me want to continue with the other two games, with Covenant and until the end of time.
From the New World.
From the New World. Thank you.
Till the end of time.
I guess that was Star Ocean, wasn't it? Okay.
I was thinking Beauty and the Beast, if I'm honest. Until the end of time.
So where are you in the story now?
It's about halfway. I just got off the boat, and I know you and I talked about it the other day, and I think it's when I get into Asia now. Just as we get off the boat, the haunted boat or whatever. Yeah. Get off the boat onto the next stop, and I'm pretty sure that's in Asia. And I think that's really cool too. Like that doesn't happen very often. Like you get even like a fantasy setting or a futuristic setting or sci-fi setting. I love it being based on Earth because there's a relatability to it. You don't spend as much time trying to create the world. Like we already know what the world is. You're just putting things in it, and it's just efficient. And I love that touch a great deal. I just love it.
Yeah, and so, that's one of the things that drew it to me, is that it takes place in a real world time period. Like obviously not our time period. It takes place in the 1800s, the late 1800s.
Yeah,
and it has like this history lesson in it of like the locations you visit, and you see like things that are going to exist in the future, but they're just kind of now getting to build these things.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see it more in the sequel when you go to France and stuff, and you see all the history there. But in Covenant, but no, it's one of the big things that drew me, because like you, I get so tired of the medieval JRPGs. Mm-hmm. And the fantasy setting RPGs that are also mixed in with medieval. Yes.
What's that snap sound? Oh, an RPG set in France? Tim, you're gonna have to go change your pants.
Okay, on that note, like the opening scene is a shot from Rouen, France, and that did me in. Like the moment I saw Rouen, because Rouen is one of because we went to when in college we did a trip around France, and one of our first stops was in Rouen, and I loved it there. Just loved it. So like when I saw that, I'm like, oh shit. And this whole time I've been kind of thinking, like, are they going to go back? Are they going to go back? They go back. I was all excited and shit because I recognized the fountain that they have, and I lost my shit for like a good 30 seconds. So knowing that Covenant goes to France, I'm like, fuck yeah.
No, and that's the thing. Like in Covenant, you also encounter real life historical figures as well. Which makes it that much more incredible, and you also get to experience like the history of those characters, but in their version of what happened to these characters. Like I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's one in particular that has been a mystery for a very long time, and they kind of explain the mystery in their own way in this game, in Covenant, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, it's that setting that really drove it for me. When I actually picked up Shadow Hearts, it was one of those decisions where I was at the store and I could only grab one game, and I was there to pick up Final Fantasy X because it came out a week after Shadow Hearts did. That's why Shadow Hearts failed so badly commercially.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't a good move on their part at all. And here I am at the store, and I'm looking for Final Fantasy X to pick it up. And in its place, you know how like some stores like they just have them on shelves, and they have like that big white tab that tells you the name, and it's got like a whole bunch of copies behind it.
Like Best Buy?
Yeah, it was like that, and that's what it was. And I looked at Final Fantasy X, and in its place is sitting this game called Shadow Hearts instead. And it's like somebody took it and put it there, you know, and it was like this meant to be thing. Like the world was telling me, don't pick up Final Fantasy X, pick up this game.
Synchronicity, dude.
Yeah, so I picked it up and I looked at it. Oh, this cover looks really cool. It's got some cool dude, some dude with a top hat in the background. Is that Jack the Ripper? I don't know.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and then I turned the cover and
that person.
And I changed and I look at the back and it's like, oh, you play it as a Russian dude named Yuri. I was like, oh shit, must buy it now.
Hey, that's me. That's me.
Oh my god! It's a game based on my life.
Yeah, and it takes place in like, you know, Asia, and you're just like, oh damn, I got like historical time periods and all this. I was all for everything I was reading. So I ended up buying that instead of Final Fantasy X. It also came to the point where I realized that Final Fantasy X will always be there, but who the fuck knows if this game is going to be there? You know?
Yeah. True.
So that's when I picked it up, and then, you know, I played it for the first time, and I died in the first fight because I had no idea what the hell was happening and what the Judgment Ring was or how to use it. Got my ass kicked there. That was fun. But yeah, no, it's one of those titles that just holds a special place in my heart. And I think a lot of people need to give it a chance if they can. It's a hard game to find now. It is rare. It will cost you.
Yeah,
some people expensive. It will cost you, you know, 5 figures to get. So, yeah.
Oh, that was nice of you to get him a
totally.
Copy, Gary.
Yeah,
it's totally worth it. And you know, I've always said this. Even though Shadow Hearts, I think, has the best story of the 3 games, Covenant is the one that they clearly had the more funds to do, and everything about Covenant is much better. But the story in the original Shadow Hearts just really...
I think that's the thing with a lot of things, though. You'll find that the story is worse once they've actually got the budget to make everything better because they spend too much time making everything look fancy.
Yeah, I'm not saying the story in Covenant is bad. The story in Covenant
I'm not saying the fact that it means
good.
bad, but I'm just saying the fact that you'll find that once a company has the budget to do stuff, it'll put its money into other places and not actually... You know what I mean? It doesn't mean the story would be bad. Well, the more budget, the worse the story I find.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like Phantom Pain? Konami again? Dicks.
To be fair, with the Phantom Pain, I think it's more... I don't know if that's budget and more time than budget.
I think they spent too much time making a new engine, and that's what cost them a lot of time making it. But yeah, no, yeah, Shadow Hearts is a very good franchise, and it's unfortunate we'll probably never see it again because the company who owns the rights doesn't make video games anymore. They make pachinko machines. And
makes me so sad.
Yeah, Shadow Hearts is a Konami game, isn't it?
No, it's Midway.
Midway published it in America. Yeah, Midway now destroyed.
It's an RPG. When was it? PS1?
PS2.
Okay, still, chances are we never got it.
But yeah, no, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I really am because I every time people talk about JRPGs, I always try to recommend that to them because it's just such an underrated game. And I think once you find out like the true motives behind the main villain, Tim, I think you're gonna be like, well, shit. It's really sentimental there. Like, you don't want to fight him after you find out what the true motives are.
Spoiler alert!
Oh yeah, we got it, but ours was published by Ghostlight.
Oh, nice.
That should be a game that should be a franchise that Sony should pursue, at least to do you know.
Yeah, because especially
Guess
now,
last year some shit.
it's gotten a massive cult following now. Like,
Yeah,
every time I go and talk about JRPGs, I always see somebody always mention Shadow.
2007 was the last Shadow Hearts game.
Yep.
Yeah, which was published by Xseed. They published from the New World.
Yeah, Xseed published all of them.
In Europe?
In America.
No.
Yeah.
No, Xseed only published the third one.
No, I'm looking at it now. Midway Games developed, Xseed published.
Oh.
No. I'm literally looking at the box. It has Midway's All Go. Xseed didn't exist when Shadow Hearts came out. From the New World was one of their very earlier titles when Xseed was established.
Ghostlight in Europe, but for all of them now, it looks like, including from New World.
Such a good franchise. God.
Who is Ghostlight? Midas Interactive.
Yeah, publishers Azure in Japan published it, and Midway published it internationally.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, no. What else have you been playing?
Something I can't talk about. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, no. What did I just last review? I reviewed. Oh my god.
R-Type.
R-Type, which was nice. That was a nice callback. That was my childhood, man.
Was it as hard as it was back then?
No. Yes. What's frustrating about that game is that I knew where everything was when it was coming, right? Because I played that game so much. I would go with my mom on speech meets because she's teacher and things. I'd go with her to speech meets on the bus, and I'd bring my Game Boy, and all I would have was R-Type 2 and Super Mario Land 3. And most of the time I play R-Type just because, it was easier to get into.
And he had Super Mario Land and Wario Land.
Yeah, Wario Land was my favorite.
Wario Land and Wario World, I can't remember which one it was.
So good.
Yeah.
But like I had those games. I had R-Type 2 memorized. That's how much I played that game. And even now, like I knew things were coming as they were coming, and I still died a lot. Like the games are still hard. But those games are always going to be based on memorization as well as skill. So it took me quite a while to get warmed up to it again, which was nice in that sort of like melancholy way, but it was frustrating in terms of like a modern time frame thing. Like it's going to take a while for me to really get that game down pat again, but yeah, loved it.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's everything for me.
Ben.
Well, I've been going back to Warframe recently with the recent update to Fortuna. They added the Garuda Warframe, which is a bloodthirsty Warframe. They've also added... I haven't started this yet because I'm busy with the other stuff, but they've added custom guns where you can actually build your own gun. Which is pretty cool. Basically, you can buy the different parts of the gun and then craft it together based on the stats or bullet types you want. So you could have like a fast-paced energy weapon, or you could have a slow-firing slug shotgun thing. They said they're going to expand it with future updates as well. There's only a limit right now, but as each update there'll be more stuff. They've added hoverboards. You can also customize the hoverboard and make it any different designs as well. But the designs don't actually give it different stats. It's just for looks.
Oh snap!
So that way you don't if you see a really badass hoverboard, but it has you just don't have to worry about having rubbish stats. So I've painted mine pink. It is the best.
I respect that.
And you can have a pet robot called a mower. The Corpus have always used mowers in the game, but now you can have your own pet one. And I've called mine called Paul Metal, and he likes to troll everyone. He is the best pet ever. He has an anti-gravity grenade, and he likes to use it whenever an enemy's going to go off bounds. So yeah, I've had defense missions where we've been stuck for a few minutes while the enemy's just floating off off the map, and nobody can hit him, or behind a rock. Go.
The perks of MMOs.
So yeah, and Final Fantasy 14 got the live letter this week with the new trailer for 4.5 and 4.5b. They split 4.5 into 2 different patches because of how big it is.
Oh, snap.
The first patch drops January 8th, which will add the 24-man raid, which includes Fran and possibly Balthier. New dungeon, new story. And then January 15th adds Blue Mage. So you just download Blue Mage. He's free for everyone. You don't need to buy anything.
Only for solo players.
Yeah. Up to level 50 as well.
Yep. Blue Mage is for solo players only.
You can join a group, you just can't random. So you can make a pre-made group.
But you can go into dungeons with.
You can.
So you can go into a raid?
You can go into anything up to level 50. As long as you're in a pre-made group. You cannot just use random.
That's still dumb.
I'll be honest, I don't know anyone who does random raids.
I don't have 24 friends on Final Fantasy. Okay? I don't even have 24 friends, period.
Then you make a group and have random people join it.
What if they tell me I suck?
Oh my god.
Then they're random and you block them.
But then they're like, oh, Gary's blocked everybody in Final Fantasy 14.
So anyway, yeah, Blue Mage drops January 15th. And then a couple of weeks after that will be the next part of Eureka. And then a few weeks after that will be the something else. And then I think it's 4.7, which is end of March, at least, April, when you'll be able to server transfer to different servers without having to pay.
Nice.
So you'll be able to... Basically, you can visit other servers and then come back to your own server if you want to.
When is the inventory limit expanding?
It's already been expanded a couple of times. It expanded with Stormblood, and then they added Chocobo saddlebags, which gave you an additional inventory slots.
I think they should just get rid of it. Personally, I'm just saying.
Okay, give them unlimited servers then.
Nobody likes inventory caps, so I'm just saying.
Give them unlimited servers.
When are the Vera coming in?
Shadowbringers, which will be the next expansion.
Because I'm excited for that.
Probably what, July?
Yeah, July.
August? Yeah.
Also, I'm guessing it'll be like...
When did Stormblood come out?
July.
Yeah, so it'll probably be July.
Heaven's Ward was also July. So...
Should have been winter.
But I also... Oh, by the way, you're going to like this, Gary. Ishgard, the winter area?
Yes.
They're doing a new thing where crafters can slowly start crafting for the housing. And they said that you basically will be crafting our own houses.
Nice.
So the crafters will make the town better, and then eventually they'll be adding people's housing, so you can buy houses in Ishgard.
Yes.
But the server has to work towards it.
Yeah.
I want a house on a hill by itself with nobody around me.
Gary doesn't like people.
No, I want to start a legend in that game about a player who is hidden from the world, who can destroy everything in one hit.
Oh, snap.
Satama.
Seriously, somebody should create a legend of a character that exists. Ben, start spreading rumors that you encountered a character. Magically appeared.
So you coming back, Tim?
You can create your own .hack legacy over there.
Tim, you planning to come back?
I want to. I really want a Vera.
Yeah, Vera.
And the Platinum.
Well, wait,
Vera
with Vera, I'm expecting that if you buy the collector's edition, or maybe a pre-order bonus, you'll get a Fantasia, which is what you use to transform your character into it.
Yes.
Well, into anything. Normally you have to pay for them, but normally every time you add a new race, they actually give you it. So.
I have a feeling Chris is going to start playing when that comes out.
I get it.
And I'll help him.
Yeah, I'll help him too.
No, you won't. You'll carry him on your back.
As long as he doesn't start
like.
during Shadowbringers, because if I'm reviewing it, I'm going to be busy.
Oh, man.
Because that will come first.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing first. That's what I'm doing, Warframe and Final Fantasy. Those are video games. Oh, and Kabounce. Kabounce, the best. And Dokkan Battle, which I'm summoning right now.
Oh my god, what are you summoning?
I've just got some gold tickets for the World Tournament.
Tell us what you get. Tell us what you get. Tell us. Gold tickets are the worst. You're not going to get anything.
It's got a rare thingy. An SR Krillin.
Yes.
Professor Senzu 2 tickets left. Come on with the excitement, guys. Woo! Come on, SSR. Oh, Gohan and Tien. Oh. Super Saiyan. Oh. Super Saiyan 2. This could be an SSR.
Oh shit!
It's even
real
better.
up in her.
It's Bunny Bulma.
Ugh.
That is better than SSR.
Especially as events coming back soon. Oh, Boo, Trunks, Gohan. 2 scrubs and a Boo.
2 scrubs. Good times, man. Good times.
And okay, I got Round Fan. I got 3 SRs. I will take that.
I told you, gold tickets are trash.
It's better than getting 3 Rs, okay? I'll take 3 SRs. I'm out of tickets now. I haven't enough. I haven't actually got enough to get one of those SSR tickets yet.
Alrighty then. Is that it?
You haven't told what you're playing.
Yeah, Gary, what are you playing?
What are you playing apart from yourself?
Huh?
I can't even do that properly, man.
Too soon, man.
Which hand did you break?
I didn't break it. I have really bad carpal tunnel in my right arm. So it's been hard to do stuff. Like, I've been able to play Smash simply because I can just use my thumb with the right analog stick and just smash people. That's literally how I play Smash now.
Gary likes to smash people, confirmed.
Yes. Yes, I smash in that game with Ganondorf with his big long nose.
What a big long nose you have.
But yeah, no, I've gone and I platinum Darksiders 3, which was a very painful experience.
You must have thrown like, fuck this game.
No, I had fun with it. It was just hard. I couldn't react
That's
as quickly.
What she said.
God damn. But yeah, no. Mostly I've actually gone and been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I am absolutely in love with. I'm super happy that I picked it up, and Cassandra has been doing things to me in weird ways.
So that's where the hand came from.
Yep. No, it really is probably the best Assassin's Creed game. It's definitely the best one in the last, I don't know,
to be fair,
7 years.
Well, no, you say that, but the last one did really well. I feel like they just...
No, yeah, it did well. And I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the setting, so I didn't really play too much.
I think the first one was like the stepping stone to this one.
Yeah, Origins.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, the going full RPG now has done wonders for that franchise.
Now they just need to go turn-based in the next one.
I think the next big logical step for them is to fix the transversal system. I I still feel like climbing and jumping on things is very old school Assassin's Creed, where it's mostly animated.
Yeah.
Depending on where you jump, like if I want to jump off a cliff and kill myself, let me do it. Don't have the character turn and jump somewhere that they can grab onto or land without getting hit.
I don't think they want that in their box.
So
though.
infuriating.
Assassin's Creed, whatever the Assassin's Creed Revolutions, you can now jump off a cliff and kill yourself.
But you know what I mean.
It's not a bug; it's a feature.
It still bothers me where I try to jump in one direction, but the character turns and jumps to the safest location. It really jacks things up for me, and it's still in this game. Even though I enjoy that you can climb everything now, you don't have to look for specific areas to grab onto. Like, she'll just grab onto whatever the hell.
Like me.
Especially when you're climbing mountains and stuff.
Like me.
I'm just going to start using he from now. Tim can. But yeah, no, it's a very, very good game, and I love the setting. I love the facial animations in particular are incredible in this game. So yeah, if you haven't played Assassin's Creed in a long time, and you want to, definitely play, because it is the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion at this point, even better than 2.
I'll wait till it's on sale.
And 2 was pretty high up there.
Because I want to buy myself a Switch next month. I really do.
There you go. But yeah, other than those 3 games, I've been playing Dokkan Battle as well.
I'm doing the tournament as we speak. Go, Sal.
Yeah, I finished at 8 million points. I kind of don't want to play anymore. I'm out of stamina. I don't want to use stones.
I haven't done the one. I haven't won 20 wins yet, so.
Oh yeah, go do that. I'm pretty sure later tonight when my stamina reach 10 million. But 30 million, that's a no-no.
What if they added the 23 million reward? Would you do that?
Probably, yeah. But then I'll stop at that. Yeah. Because it's too time-consuming, and it literally just makes me not want after.
Yeah. After I got that hit, I basically quit the game for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know how you feel, because I did it when they had Agility Cooler. I did the same thing, and I got him, and I was like, I don't want to play the game anymore. It killed me. It literally killed all my drive to enjoy that game. They really need to find a way to fix that world, where it's not just a grind fest. Yeah. Do something else. I don't care what it is, just do something else.
Please, we love this game.
Or at least make it automated, where I can just hit skip and it'll fucking do the mission for me. I don't care.
Just call it Broly Tournament. Get everyone Brolys.
I think they should do like a big raid, like they have in other games, where there's one character.
Well, they did, didn't they? I remember with Jiren.
Yeah, they did it with Jiren, but people did it so fast that it didn't really feel like a big change. I'm talking about, I think they should implement something where you can go in with.
It'd be nice if they could have done it with Jiren, but just like use that as the basis and now just make it harder.
No, I'm talking about like going in and making a team that only consists of people on your friends list.
That'd be cool.
And you go in and they go in with the same thing, and like a group of 4 have to defeat one fucking boss. And it can take up to a week to do it or something. Like Dragon's Dogma did this. I don't know if you guys ever played Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. But there was a dragon in that game that you can fight that you yourself cannot actually beat. Because after a while, the boss will leave and you'll have to come back later in the area to fight it again. But what happens is the boss has a universal health bar.
Yeah.
So all the damage you do, somebody else who encounters the boss is going to see that damage that you've done to it. And then they start fighting and they dwindle down its health until eventually it's either dead and you get the confirmation that this dragon has been killed by another group, but you still get credit for it because you participated in that fight.
So
do something like that.
Xenoverse does does it.
Yeah, see, you had Xenoverse where, you have Frieza or Brawly came in.
Merge Zamasu, Goku Black, Majin Vegeta, Janemba.
Yeah. They need to do something like that for Dokkan, man.
I missed the Janemba event, and I know it sucks because if you participated and if you weren't one in the team that killed, but if you got enough points, you got Janemba's sword as a glamour.
Nice.
And that's never came back.
Lame.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They probably found it too hard to implement or something. But they need to do something.
I know
like
the events
that
come back. The other events have come back. It's just that sword. That sword hasn't. Once the event came back, they removed the sword as a reward.
Sad.
Yeah.
But stuff like that I'm talking about. They need to implement something that's not just me grinding away in the same fight over and over and over and over.
It's like I'm happy that Xenoverse got some new DLC. I'm not going to try and find my copy and then play it now. But I want Xenoverse free with new stuff. Like, load of new content. I'd love if they continued the story from... I know technically I killed him off again, but... Did you play the last extra pack?
No.
The main villain was Deborah.
Oh my god.
He came back because he was pissed that his sister had been killed. So. Yeah. It would have been cool if they continue stuff like that. But nope, we just get more DLC for more monies.
Well, games as a service, man. Welcome.
But at least they are actually supporting it with new modes and new characters and stuff. So,
excuse me.
I mean, the raid mode, which is a new, it's kind of like what you were asking for, but a little bit different. You play as one of the characters that used to be in the raid yourself, and then the other team is made of other playable characters, and they've got to beat you.
Nice.
So you can beat, but because the PS4 version is hacked so badly, yeah, no. Anyway, I think we'll end up this podcast because we're going to go back to Dragon Ball. As much as I want to do that, we shouldn't really. Because technically we have the anime podcast for that if we were doing it. But we're not. No anime podcast this week.
Anime podcast is on hiatus.
Yeah.
Until maybe the new year.
Maybe the new year. Or maybe next week. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. It'll be back in 5 minutes. Freezer time.
I get it.
But yeah,
So,
yeah.
shout outs to Gary.
Yeah, shout outs to you guys. Shout outs to Fonzie. I hope you're doing good, my friend. I know it's kind of a bad day for you, but
we love you,
I hope
Fonzie.
everything will be okay. Yeah, definitely. Miss you as always. Chris, who couldn't be here, miss you as well. Tim, I hope you feel better. Always. You should just be a happy person for the rest of your life. Ben, to you, of course, for always having me on. I really appreciate it. And yeah, even though you'll probably hear this after Christmas, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Everybody at the site.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Everybody at the site that I work with, everybody who listens, please continue to support us. Please let us know what we can improve on. But if you don't like me, then I'll just leave. That's cool with me as long as the podcast strives.
What if they don't like me and I have to leave?
Ben, nobody can not like you.
Yeah, that's the fact.
Contact us at PlayStation Unchained if you don't like me.
Yeah, or contact any one of us individually.
Yeah, say,
Just
man, that Chille guy sucks. Replace him with a squirrel.
Yeah. But yeah, you can reach me on Twitter at Gaglaush, that's GAGLAUSH, or follow me on Instagram under the same name. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely shout out to you guys for always being supportive, dealing with my
We love you.
weird stuff all the time. Gary for sending me a wonderful gift and giving me an exposure that I never had before, never even knew I wanted.
Oh,
it's been kind of amazing.
And what?
Oh, you know.
And
Shadow Hearts.
Verbally abusing me?
Yeah, also
Open
Shadow
up
Hearts.
this door. You're welcome, my friend. You're
Also
welcome.
Shadow Hearts. Also Shadow Hearts. Fonzie, we're here for you. Let us know if you need anything. And listeners, thank you for everything. You're the reason we're still around. You're the greatest. Hashtag greatest. And you can find me anywhere if it so pleases you. Literally anywhere. At Timborelli. Instagram and Twitter are usually where I propagate the most. Yeah.
Okay, I want to shout out to everyone that's listening, to shout out to Maelstrom Radio, twitch.tv/Maelstrom Radio, shout out to Phoenix Down Radio, twitch.tv/Phoenix Down Radio, where I gave away a 60-day Fantasy 14 time card last night, and we had the amazing people from Gather Together, which is GTFX. Just go check out Twitter, Gather Together. Also, Musecast XRV has been doing their extra life stuff. Also, go check out Street Heals I Tank at twitch.tv/Heals I Tank. I recently made a small guest appearance on their recent episode when they talked about the live lair. Also, go check out twitch.tv/Around Radio, which is going independent in 2019 and leaving Phoenix Down Radio. We also have our own sub button, so if you wish to sub, you can pay your $5 a month to give us money for talking, I guess. Or if you've got Amazon Prime, you can also use your Amazon Prime free Twitch Prime to give us the $5, even though you're not paying it, because it comes out of your Amazon Prime account instead of the actual money. So yeah, those are ways you can. And also you can go follow me on Twitter at MGR_Chille. I like just to shout out to everyone, seriously. It's been an amazing 2018. We reached the 2.5 million mark. We're getting an average of 30,000 plus downloads a month. We love you all. We hope to grow more in the future. We hope to expand. And we hope to do more stuff for the people that listen, because that's the most important part. Doing stuff for the people that pay attention to our content, because we like to talk. And I'm a whore. So until next week, happy Christmas. Have a good Boxing Day. And if we depend on next week's, Happy New Year also. And many more.
We'll see you next year. Oh!
Hadouken.
If I don't see you for a window, if I don't see you for a week, I'll see you for a window.
I'll see you through the week.
I'm talking. I'm talking.